A 911 call shattered the morning silence in Toluca Lake, California, forever changing the narrative around one of the fashion world's most beloved figures. Kim Porter, the stunning supermodel and mother of Sean "Diddy" Combs' children, was found unresponsive in her bed at just 47 years old.
Model and longtime girlfriend of entertainer Sean "Diddy" Combs, Kim Porter, was laid to rest yesterday in her hometown of Columbus, Georgia. Funeral taking place at Cascade Hills Church. Porter leaves behind 3 children with Combs and an older son by singer Al B. Shore. Celebrity pastor T.D. Jakes did the eulogy for the funeral. Porter was found dead in her Los Angeles home last Thursday.
The authorities quickly ruled it natural causes, but that official conclusion has since ignited a firestorm of conspiracy theories, explosive allegations, and calls for justice that refuse to die down. Kim Porter wasn't just another celebrity casualty. She was a successful model who graced the covers of Essence and Jet magazines, a devoted mother of 4, and the longtime love of one of hip-hop's most powerful moguls.
So excited. I'm only here because my mother is on the cover of the runway, so I'm supporting my mom.
Your mom is on the cover?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
My mama.
Wow.
My mama.
And I'm the mother of the daughter.
Yeah, come here.
Hello.
Hello. This is my daughter.
That's your daughter?
Yes.
Well, now, come on, Mom. Both of you guys stay together.
But behind the glamorous facade lay a relationship marked by alleged abuse, infidelity, and control that some believe may have ultimately cost her life. Born on December 15, 1970, in Columbus, Georgia, Kimberly Annette Porter embodied Southern grace and big city ambition. After graduating high school in 1988, she moved to New York City to pursue modeling, quickly establishing herself in the fashion world with campaigns for major brands like Tommy Hilfiger and appearances in music videos. Porter's life changed forever when she met Sean Combs at Uptown Records, where she worked as a receptionist. At the time, Combs was just an ambitious intern, but their connection was immediate and intense. What began as workplace attraction evolved into a tumultuous on and off relationship spanning over a decade. The couple's relationship was marked by extreme highs and devastating lows. Porter gave birth to their son Christian in 1997, but their happiness was short-lived. While Porter was pregnant, rumors surfaced about Combs' affair with Jennifer Lopez. The betrayal was public and humiliating, forcing Porter to navigate heartbreak under the scrutiny of tabloid headlines. During their separation in the late 1990s, Porter described feeling trapped and monitored. She told Essence magazine that Combs would call her 50 to 60 times a day, and that it was like my life was not my own. He was very intrusive. Former Diddy bodyguard Gene Deal has provided disturbing insights into the couple's relationship dynamics. According to Deal, the control extended far beyond phone calls. He alleged that Combs would use Porter in business dealings, essentially pimping her out to potential collaborators. Deal described a pattern where Combs would arrange situations where Porter would party with men he was trying to make deals with. Roger Bonds, another former bodyguard, told DJ Vlad about witnessing physical altercations between the couple. Most shocking was Bonds' account of a 2005 yacht incident where Porter allegedly returned with a broken nose, despite Combs' claims that she had hit a table. The most dramatic confrontation occurred in the 1990s when Porter fought back against alleged abuse. Gene Deal described finding Porter with bruises and Combs in the hospital emergency room with his wrist wrapped in bandages. According to Deal, Porter had stabbed Combs with a corkscrew during a violent altercation, nearly severing an artery. Despite their toxic history, Porter and Combs maintained contact for the sake of their children. In 2003, they reconciled and welcomed twin daughters Delilah and Jessie in 2006. However, their reunion was marred by another betrayal. While Porter was pregnant with the twins, Combs fathered a daughter with Sarah Chapman, who was reportedly one of Porter's close friends. This final betrayal ended their romantic relationship permanently in 2007, though they continued co-parenting. Porter attempted to move on, dating actor Jackie Long, but according to multiple sources, Combs allegedly made threatening phone calls that ended the relationship. Friends described Porter as essentially being stuck with Combs. Actor Michael Jai White witnessed Porter taking constant phone calls from Combs, describing a dynamic where they weren't together, but it was almost like they were together. Anyone Porter attempted to date would mysteriously disappear from her life after Combs' intervention. In late October 2018, Porter was supposed to take a trip to Palm Springs with a close friend. Instead, she canceled to accompany Combs to Turks and Caicos. According to her friend, Porter returned from this trip changed. Something was off about her demeanor and energy. The friend noticed Porter looked different at Combs' birthday party, describing her appearance as somehow not herself. Days later, Porter began complaining of flu-like symptoms that would ultimately prove fatal. On November 7, 2018, Porter developed a sore throat that progressed to a 102-degree fever by November 12th. Despite testing negative for influenza and receiving antibiotics, her condition fluctuated dramatically. Her fever dropped to a normal 96 degrees the night before her death, and she spent the evening getting a massage and watching movies with her family before retiring to bed at 11:30 p.m. The next morning, Porter's goddaughter found her in bed at 8:30 a.m. but assumed she was sleeping. It wasn't until 11:30 a.m. that household members realized she wasn't responding and called 911. Several aspects of Porter's death have raised eyebrows among investigators and the public. Corey Gamble, a music industry figure known as a potential fixer for powerful people, was present at the house when Porter died. Gamble's presence seemed inexplicable to many, fueling speculation about his role in the situation. Gene Deal, the former bodyguard, made explosive claims about Combs' behavior following Porter's death. According to Deal, Combs placed Porter's body in a gold casket and stationed 24-hour security at the funeral home, preventing anyone from accessing the body for further investigation. Deal has repeatedly called for authorities to reopen Porter's case, stating, "I think that they should reopen her case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her." Perhaps the most controversial aspect of the Porter mystery involves claims that she was writing a tell-all book before her death. In 2023, a man named Chris Todd published Kim's Lost Words: A Journey for Justice from the Other Side on Amazon, claiming it was based on Porter's unpublished manuscript. The book contains explosive allegations about Combs' behavior, including claims about inappropriate relationships with young male artists, physical abuse, and Porter's knowledge of compromising videos.
I need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him, because of the tape that she used to blackmail him into a relationship and into a raise of him being sodomized by Andre Harrell. And I am not saying that allegedly, because I heard her and Kim Moore talking about it in the booth of the bathroom while snorting cocaine at the Kit Kat Club.
Hey.
However, Porter's children and close friends have vehemently denied she was writing any book, calling the publication fake and exploitative. DJ Vlad reported being approached by a former detective with an alleged 50-page manuscript attributed to Porter, but he expressed skepticism about its authenticity. Those closest to Porter describe her as loyal to the bone, and someone who would never have betrayed Combs' secrets publicly. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office ruled Porter's death as natural, caused by lobar pneumonia. However, the ruling came after her cause of death was initially listed as deferred pending investigation. Authorities stated they found no evidence of foul play, despite the mysterious circumstances surrounding her final weeks. Porter had no known history of drug abuse or serious health issues. She had traveled to Africa just a month before her death and received a clean bill of health upon her return. The Porter case has gained renewed attention following Combs' recent legal troubles and the release of surveillance footage showing him physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Porter's father, Jake Porter, expressed his disgust with the video, telling Rolling Stone, "I was disgusted with the video, and I wouldn't treat my dog like that." Several individuals have called for reopening Porter's case, including former associates who claim to have witnessed patterns of abuse and control. The similarities between Porter's alleged experiences and Cassie Ventura's documented abuse have only intensified public scrutiny. Kim Porter's death remains officially classified as natural causes, but the questions surrounding her final days refuse to disappear. Whether she was working on a tell-all book, what happened during her final trip with Combs, and why her health deteriorated so rapidly after years of good health may never be definitively answered. What we do know is that Porter was a devoted mother who struggled to break free from a toxic relationship with one of the most powerful men in entertainment. Her story serves as a tragic reminder of how difficult it can be for anyone, regardless of fame, beauty, or success, to escape patterns of abuse and control. The truth about Kim Porter's death may be buried with her, but her memory lives on through her children and the ongoing questions that demand answers. As more alleged victims come forward and Combs faces serious legal challenges, perhaps the full story of what really happened to Kim Porter will finally emerge from the shadows. Until then, her case remains a haunting reminder that sometimes the most dangerous person in someone's life is the one who claims to love them most.